Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and talk about the whole Walter Scott situation. So I'm sure everybody has heard by now about the 50-year-old man who was shot in the back 8 times by police officer Michael Slager. Well, now the guy who basically did the recording of that videotape, he's been outed by the media. He's coming out, he's speaking about the situation, and he stated that he almost deleted the tape because he was very, very scared. He was on his way to work. He's a barber in the area, and he was walking to work when he saw this whole situation take place. He recorded it. He told the police that he had everything on camera. The police officers told him to stay right there, but he said he thought better because he thought they might do something to him, so he ran all the way to work. And then at that point in time, he stayed with the tape. He didn't know what to do with the situation, but once he heard about them talking about this shooting on the news and he heard how false everything was, he decided to release the tape to the media to let them know what really happened. Go ahead and check out this news clip, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
In the shooting death of an unarmed black man in South Carolina by a white police officer. Moments ago, the man who filmed the crucial video of the shooting, who until now was unknown, spoke for the first time to NBC News, adding new details about what happened in the moments just before he started recording.
They were down on the floor. They were down on the floor before I started recording. You know, they were down on the floor. I remember the police had control of the situation. He had control, you know, of Scott, and Scott was trying just to get away from the taser.
That, of course, contradicts the officer's version of events that Scott was trying to take away his weapon. Also tonight, the police officer Michael Slager was fired today, and a family attorney just revealing to CNN that Walter Scott was hit by 5 bullets, 4 of those bullets in his back, another in his ear. And that was as he was running away from Officer Michael Slager.
You guys just checked out the news clip. So this whole situation is just crazy. And this is what I was saying in my Isaiah Washington video, while all these fake-ass conscious dudes are trying to come at me sideways, telling me, oh, he's talking in code, and he's trying to let y'all know about white supremacy and all that bullshit. Missing with the talking in code. What I was saying in my video is that you don't have to be driving a fancy car to lose your life to overzealous police officers. This man was not a threat to this police officer. This man was running away. Instead of him chasing this man or grabbing a possible taser and trying to slow him down, he decides to grab his gun and shoot this man 8 times in cold blood. I've never been so disgusted watching a video. To watch that man run one moment and the next moment he's down on the ground dead, and then to watch the officer grab the taser from where it was at and then place it by the body to make it seem like the man was fighting him for the taser. I think anybody involved in this whole bullshit ass conspiracy needs to go to jail. The officers who lied for him and claimed that, you know, Michael Slager's story was the truth, they also need to be locked up. And kudos to South Carolina for stepping to the plate, firing this man right away and throwing his ass in jail. You know what I'm saying? We all see what happened in New York. Those police officers who killed Eric Gardner on tape, they didn't even go to jail. Nothing happened, and they were still able to be out while everything was going on, while the trial was going on. South Carolina don't play that shit. They locked this man up right away. Now we just need to wait for a conviction. This whole situation just makes no sense whatsoever. It's simply just sad and sick to sit here and watch somebody lose their life in this manner. Another thing that bothers me is that people have started a GoFundMe account for Officer Michael Slager. GoFundMe found out about the situation and decided to step up and stop the campaign right away. They were only able to raise him $148. And the funny thing is that one of the people who donated to him was named Trayvon. So you already have the racists coming out the blue, you know what I'm saying, starting all these campaigns, trying to put money in his pocket. I find it funny that whenever a police officer shoots a black person, all of a sudden there's all these GoFundMe accounts, all these Indiegogo accounts. Darren Wilson was basically able to retire as a millionaire after the whole Mike Brown situation. Even though George Zimmerman is not a police officer, he was also taken care of based on people donating to his defense. You know, so this whole situation is just crazy. Now, as far as Feidin Santana goes, kudos to him for being brave enough to not delete the tape. Kudos for him for going to the news media and telling them the truth. But I feel like he also needs to, you know, watch his back. If I were him, I would get the hell up out of South Carolina, look for some type of protection, because right now every police officer in that county is probably itching for that young man, especially being that he told the truth and he's shining a light directly on the police department. So I think that he needs to be very, very careful. If family ends up suing the police department for wrongful death, I think the family should also give this young man some money as well, because if it was not for that videotape evidence, you guys would have no case. So I feel like the family definitely needs to look out for this young man, make sure he's protected and he's taken care of as well. You know, so this whole situation is just really, really heart-wrenching and really, really sad. But like I said, kudos to that young man for being brave enough to step up, come out the shadows, and share with the world what he saw on that fateful day. So anyways, y'all, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning Walter Scott and him being shot 8 times by Officer Michael Slager. What do you think is going to happen to the officer? Do you feel like he will be convicted for what he did, or do you feel like he may get off like all these other police officers? And then how do you feel about the witness who recorded everything, Mr. Santana? How do you feel about him going to the news media and letting them know exactly what went down during the day of that shooting? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation. All right, deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovely T, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.